Hello world! We, as a part of educational world community, are addressing to all of you in the severe times for our country and for our young generation. The Russian military aggression against Ukraine is an act of war and constitutes a violation of international law. Other countries in the Europe region and far away are concerned that emerging conflict could spread to their countries. I can say more. The global live happily ever after can be ruined. Millions of children are caught up in the violence as the fighting intensifies in and around the country's major urban centers. Just for 8 days, more than 800 children have been injured or killed during aggressive rafales in populated areas. The bomb shelters for many of children became their homes. Hospitals, school, residential complexes and other infrastructure are in ruins. Ukraine is the second largest country in Europe. Sadly, that our children from eastern part have grown up in conflict for the past 8 years. But today's doings in whole Ukraine have forced millions of children and their families to seek refuge in neighboring countries. Our school is a freshman in the IB and Cambridge Global Schools community, but we stand for fair access to the educational process, regardless of extrinsic limitation. We cannot fight these limitations, but we can express flexibility to show our determination in defending our values. Our main pillar are contribution into the future of our country, as education is the main evolving force of emerging economies and intellectual assets. It is unfair that our children do not have access to education at all. We simply cannot let this happen. We must act right here, right now. A+ have already started the educational project We Keep on Studying all over the country. This is the initiative of our community only, and if you are willing to help us, please contact us. Therefore, we are calling on you to unite our intellectual forces and strong sides to confront these harsh circumstances for the future of us, the country with the European views and great intellectual potential. I encourage everyone who can support Ukraine in all possible ways. Ukrainian children are caught in the crossfire of this adult war. It should never have come to this. How can you contribute? Any educational materials, access to any digital educational platforms, electronic books, transferring of our students. Together, we can protect children in this crisis. As a conclusion, I want to say by Maya Angelou's word from poem Still I Rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestor gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave, I rise. Ukraine will definitely rise.